Hello there, Mike MacArthur from the Oshkosh Public Library here with another edition, August edition of This Month in Library History. This year marks the 125th anniversary of the library's location on Washington Avenue, so every month I've been celebrating the different goings-on and historical events that have happened inside the library, both big and small. So today is August. Here we go. August 8th, 1990, end of summer reading carnival. Look, it's August, and like every single article throughout history, our 125 years has to do with the summer reading program because it is a dominant thing we're doing, and we're generally wrapping it up in August of every year. So in 1990, they were wrapping it up with a carnival in Menominee Park. Looks like fun. August 11th, 1975, university programs reach out into the community. In 1975, UWO launched a program called the Public University, which brought UWO faculty-planned college-level courses to the general public at no charge. The library seemed like a natural partner for that since our whole thing is lifelong learning and kind of access to education and information. Some of the classes that you could have taken were on modern civilization, ethics and values, American music in the 20th century, and astronomy class. Apparently it was a very cool program while it lasted. August 11th, 2008, libraries transform, reading rooms turn into community centers. Here is an article, one of the many articles about how libraries just aren't about books and, quote, pin-dropping silence, card catalogs, and librarians shushing kids. Not what we do. Although I do love a good shush at a child when I have the chance. The Oshkosh Public Library at the time was offering some more creative courses, things like teen Pilates, movie making workshops, as well as the traditional book clubs and story times. August 14th, 1997, favorite family flicks. So to date myself a little, my teen years were mostly spent in Blockbuster Video, renting movies. But when I was a child, I have very specific memories of using basically my public library as our video store. And this article is talking about the rise in the choices of children's and youth videos at the Oshkosh Public Library. And by 1997, they had, 3,412 videos. And of course, it's the 90s, so we had a lot of Barney. August 15th, 1974, contest entries displayed. Oh, so here's another program connected to the summer reading program. This time it was an art display where participants created masks, posters, models, based around different themes, including time machines, robots, Woolly West, whatever that was, pirates, and dinosaurs. August 27th, 1963, Algoma Branch Library closed. On this day, the West Algoma branch of the Oshkosh Public Library, which operated out of Roosevelt School, was closed. I knew there was a branch out there for a while, and someone said that was in Roosevelt, and I didn't believe them, and then I came across this article, and so that person owes me a I told you so. But in my defense, it closed in 1963. August 28th, 1973, library budget asks for security system. Not a security system that you think, like with armed guards and stuff. Due to an alarming number of book losses incurred over the previous 5 years, the library director, Leonard Archer, was petitioning to get a security system installed where you had the little slip inside the book that you went through the gate and all the alarms went off if you didn't deactivate your book correctly. That's what they got there. I was curious what books were being stolen or at least not returned. In 1968, there were 222 volumes of philosophy that went out the front door and never came back. Philosophy. In 1969, 688 volumes of sports, music, and art. And there were tons of stuff missing from the science and technical skills. Finally, August 29th, 1989, consultant will not recommend senior shift. Little context to that. In 1989, as the library was looking to expand, renovate, replace its existing building, they were looking at more creative solutions, as was the senior center. And one of the solutions was to move or expand the library into the adjacent Masonic Temple, ultimately deemed inappropriate for both locations for a number of reasons, but shows they were trying to get creative. And frankly, that was probably for the best. However, if you've ever been inside the Masonic Temple, it's a very cool space, and I sometimes wonder if we had library collections in there, we would have been kind of cool. Alas, 'twas not to be.